Good morning, children. Today we will learn how to reduce a fraction into its lowest form or simplest form. Now, a fraction is in simplest form or lowest terms when 1 is the only common factor of the numerator and the denominator. Now, what do you understand by this? That a fraction is in lowest form only if they have 1 as a common factor from its numerator and its denominator. Now here you can see first example, which is 8 by 10. Whether 8 by 10 is in lowest form? No, because in 8 and 10 we have 2 as a common factor. So what we will do, we will divide 8 by 2 and then 10 by 2. What we will get? 4. And 10 divided by 2, what we will get? 5. Now the fraction which we will get after division, that is 4 by 5. Now among 4 and 5, which is the common factor? Yes, correct, 1 is the common factor. So 1 is the common factor or only 1 is the common factor? Only 1 is the common factor. So 4 by 5 will become fraction as in lowest form. Now we'll take one more example, 10 by 15. Now again you can see that 5 is a common factor among these two numbers, 5. So what we will do, the numerator and denominator will be divided by 5. So what we will get it? 2 by 3. Now among 2 and 3, 1 is the only common factor. So 2 by 3 is in its lowest form. Now here we have taken two questions for your practice. 5 by 40. So now 5 by 40. You can see or you can tell me that which is the common factor between 5 and 40. Yes, 5 is the common factor. So here the numerator and denominator both will be divided by 5. Both will be going to divided by 5. So what we will get? Here we will get what answer we will get it, or simply here only you can do 5 1 times and 5 8s. So what will be the resulting fraction, or which fraction you will get it in lowest form? That is 1 by 8. Similarly you can see another number, that is 30 by 36. Now you can see that 6 is the common factor among 30 and 36. So you are going to divide it by 6. 6 5s are 30 and 6 6s are 36. So what we have got here? 5 by 6, which is in lowest form, because among 5 and 6 only 1 is the common factor. So that is, if 1 will become the common factor among numerator and denominator, then we will say that fraction is in its lowest form. So let's see another example. Simplifying fraction using common factors. As you can see here, 32 by 40 is the given fraction. Now you have to simplify the fraction using common factors. As you all know that 32 and 40, the first common factor will be 2, as when we are finding the LCM. So it will be divided by 2. What we will get? We will get 16 by 20. 32 divided by 2, we will get 16, and 40 divided by 2, what we will get? 20. Now this 16 and 20, you can see that again 2 is the common factor. Then 16 will be divided by 2, you will get 8, and 20 divided by 2, you will get 10. Again you can see that 2 is a common factor between 8 and 10. So again it will be divided by 2. So what you will get? 4 by 5. Now among 4 and 5 you can see the only common factor is 1. The only common factor is 1. So this 4 by 5 factor will be called in its lowest form. Do you understand what does it mean? What do you mean by lowest form? Lowest form means when you are getting only 1 as a common factor among the numerator and the denominator. Now you can simplify fraction by dividing the numerator and denominator by the common factor. And how do you know when your fraction is in simplest form? By comparing the numerator and denominator whether their common factor is 1 or not. So you will be able to know that fraction is in its lowest form. Now here the question is, sometimes the children were asking, ma'am, why we have done the division by 2, 2 and 2? We cannot divide it by 8. So the answer for this is yes, you can do the division by 8 also. You can simply here you can divide 8 4s are 32 and 8 5s are 40. Then also your answer will correct. So it is not necessary that you are going to divide it by 2. If you are knowing that the table, that particular table in which both the numerator and denominator is coming, you can do the division with that number also. So by this method you can convert a given fraction into its lowest form. So children, I hope this lowest form will be clear to you all. So children, I hope this fraction in their lowest term is clear to you all. So let us take a fraction 8 by 12. Now 8 by 12, again the question is that only whether 8 by 12 is it in its lowest form? So the answer is no, it is not in lowest form. You are going to do the division it by their common factors. So what we have done first we have divided it by 2. So what you will get? 4 by 6. Now the question again we have to see 4 by 6 is in its lowest term? No. So again we will divide it by 2. Or simply you can do the division with 4. 4 2s are 8 and 4 3s are 12. You will get 2 by 3 as its lowest term, because in 2 and 3 the only common factor is 1. So a fraction is in its lowest term if its numerator and denominator cannot be divided by a common factor except 1. Remember this, because this rule only will help you to know whether the given fraction is in its lowest form or not. Fine, sometime it is given that which of the following fraction is in its lowest term. So it is given in half and half mark. So you are not going to solve everything and you are not going to find out the factors and everything. So that is the quick method to find it out whether the given fraction is in its lowest term or not. So we'll do example 1. Which of the following fraction is in its lowest term? Now A is 12 by 18. You can see that factors of 12 and factors of 18 has been written. Now common factors you can see 1, 2, 3 and 6. These factors are common among 12 and 18. Therefore 12 and 18 is not in its lowest term. Finding one common factor other than 1 is enough to prove that the given fraction is not in its lowest terms. Fine. Do you understand this? That finding one common factor except or other than 1 is enough to prove that a given fraction is not in its lowest term. So let's move to the next part, B part. Now 2 and 9 do not have any common factor other than 1. Therefore 2 by 9 in its lowest term, is in its lowest term. So I hope this rule is also clear to you all. Now we'll do questions. Now how to reduce a given fraction in its lowest term, that we have seen in the previous examples also, in the previous slides also we have seen. And here also you can reduce it by dividing it by a common table, and then you will get the fraction which is in lowest term. Now here divide by the HCF or divide by a common factor. Any method division you have to do, whether you can do it with a common factor, like first you have done the division by 2 and then with 3, then 2, then 2, like this, or you can do the division by straight away by 14 or 4. Fine. So here we have example to reduce 28 and 42 in its lowest term. So I knew it that in the table of 14 these two are coming. 14 2s are 28 and then 14 3s are 42. So simply I'll speak the table of 14, and 14 2s are 28 and 14 3s are 42. Now the question is, if you don't remember the table of 14, then you can do the division with the table of 2, and then you can do the division by 2 or 3, whichever table which is common among it. You are knowing the table of 7, 7 4s are 28, 7 6 are 42, then you can do the division with the table of 7, and then you can do the division with 2. So like this you can do it. So I hope this reducing the given fraction into its lowest form is clear to you all. Now we'll do exercise 5.3, which is related to this only. Now which of the following fraction are in their lowest term? Now here question number 1, A part will be given to you. Question number 1, A part, which of the following fraction are in their lowest term? So for finding it, which of the following fraction are in their lowest term, you are supposed to use that method only. Factors of numerator, then factors of denominator you will write. Common factors you will write. If you are getting common factor other than 1, then you will say therefore 14 by 21 is not in its lowest terms. So let's start question number 1, A. So here question number 1 is, which of the following are in their lowest term? Now A part is 14 by 21. So what we have to write first? Yes, you have to write factors of 14. Then you will write factors of 21. So let's start writing factors of 14. 1, 2, then 7, then 14 itself. Now the next is factors of 21. 1, 3, 7, then 21 itself. So have you got any common factor? Yes, 1 is common, and after 1 7 is also common. So we'll write here common factors. Now here you have to remember that if you are getting common factors more than one common factor, or common factor other than 1 you are getting, then that given fraction is not in lowest term. So you will write therefore 14 by 21 is not in its lowest term. So you have to understand what you are supposed to do it in a question in which it has been asked that which of the following are in their lowest terms. Now A part is 14 by 21. Factors of 14 you have written 1, 2, 7 and 14. Then factors of 21 you have written 1, 3, 7 and 21. As you can see, there are two common factor 1 and 7. So as I've told you in the example only that if you are getting common factor other than 1, then that given fraction is not in its lowest term. So let's see one more question and then we will be able to understand what we have to do in this question. So come to B part now. Now the B part is 30 upon 42. So now we will write factors of 30 and then factors of 42. So let's start this. Factors of 30. Factors of 30 we will write. What are the factors of 30? 1, 2, 3, then 5, then 6, then 10, then 15 and then 30. So these are the common factors. Now come to factors of 42. Now we will write factors of 42. 1, 2, 3, 6 sevens are 42 and 7 6 are 42. After that, yes, 14, then 21, then 42 itself. Now you can see many common factors are there. 1, then 2 is also common, then 3, then 6. So in this case, whether 30 upon 42 is in its lowest term? No, common factors are, so many common factors are there here. Common factors we will write, and after that we will write 1, 2, 3 and 6 are common. So we will write therefore 30 by 42 is not in its lowest terms. So here I want to ask one question. If you have been given with two prime numbers, then they will be in lowest term or not? Come on, tell me fast. Yes, they will be in lowest term. Why they will be in lowest term? Because prime numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 1 and the number itself. So among two prime numbers, the only common factor will be 1. So let's move to C part, that is 18 by 25. Now factors of 18 we will write. Factors of 18. What are the factors of 18? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18 itself. Now factors of 25 we will write. Factors of 25. Now 1, 5 and 25 itself. So what is common here? 1. Therefore, here the common factor is only 1. Common factor is 1. Therefore, 18 by 25 is in its lowest term. Fine. Now the process or the steps are same. You have to write factor of first number and factor of second number. Then you have to find it out common factor. If common factor is 1, then that number or that fraction is in its lowest terms. And if there will be more common factors, then it will not be in its lowest term. So now we'll come to D part, that is 15 upon 17. 15 upon 17. Again, we will find out factors of 15. What are the factors of 15? 1, 3, 5 and 15. Now we'll come to factors of 17. factors of 17. What are the factors of 17? 1 and 17 itself, because 17 is a prime number. Now what are the common factors here? Common factors is 1. Therefore 15 by 17 is in its lowest terms. I hope this question and these steps are clear to you all. What you have to do first, you have to write factors of numerator, then factors of denominator, then you have to find common factors, and if you have more than one factor except other than 1, then we will say that the given fraction is not in its lowest term. And if you are getting 1 as a common factor only, then we will say that the given fraction is in its lowest terms. So I hope this question 1 is clear to you all. Now we will move to our question number 2, which is reduce the following fractions to their lowest terms. So now we will do question number 2, reduce the following fractions to their lowest terms. Reduce the following fractions to their lowest terms. Now as I told you that you can divide the numerator and denominator by their common factors, or you can divide it by their HCF also. Now you can see here 18 by 36. Now as I know that this, I knew it, that these both numbers are coming in the table of 9. 9 2s are 18 and 9 4s are 36. So we will get it 2 by 4 here. Now this 2 by 4, again it is not in lowest terms, so we will divide 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So like this we can do the division, or we can reduce the given fraction into its lowest term. Now here you can see, or we will put or here, you can do it with like this also, because 18, here you can see that 36 is double, 18 1s are 18 2s are. So straight away you can do it with 18 also, that 18 1s are and 18 2s are will be 36. So we will get 1 by 2, which is the fraction of its lowest term. So both the methods are correct. Or if you are doing it like 18 divided by 36 and you are going to do the division by like 2 9s are 18, and then here 2 1s are 2 8s are. If you are doing it like this, 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, we will get 1 by 2. Then also this division is correct. You have to opt any one of the method which you find it out that yes, I remember this table and I can do the division with that. It's totally up to you. Now we'll see B part. Now B part of this question is 9 by 27. I've told you so many methods, you can opt any one of the method which you find it out suitable. Fine. Now 9 by 27. 9 by 27. Now many of you can say that, ma'am, we know the table of 9, we will cancel it directly. 9 1s are 9, 9 3s are 27, we will get 1 by 3, which is in its lowest term. So yes, I will say that this is your correct answer. Now we will see one more question, 20 divided by 32. Now in this question also you can see that 20 and 32, in which table these both numbers are coming? In which table these both numbers are coming? Yes, these both numbers are coming in the table of 4 also and 2 also. So 4 5s are 20, 4 8s are 32. So we will get 5 by 8, which is in its lowest term. Fine. Now we'll come to D part, which is 12 upon 28. Again you can see in one table this 12 and 28 both are coming. 12 and 28. In which table? Yes. 4 3s are 12. 4 7s are 28. So directly you can cancel it with 4 instead of doing it like that first dividing it by 2 and then whatever you are getting, that will again divide it by 2. If you are doing with that method also, that will also correct. We can do it like that also. See this, 12 by 28. 2 6s are 12, 2 1s are 2 4s are. Then 2 3s are 6 and 2 7s are 14. So again we will get the answer will be same in both the cases, in this also and in this also. The answer will be same, 3 by 7 and 3 by 7. So these questions are very easy. So now we will see our E part, 14 by 21. By seeing the fraction, can you tell me in which table these both numbers are coming? Yes, correct. These both the numbers are coming in the table of 7. 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21. So we will get it 2 by 3 is in its lowest term. Now we'll come to F part, which is 5 by 35. Now can you tell me in which table 5 and 35? Yes, in the table of 5 only. 35 is also coming. Yes. So what we will do here? We will do division by 5. 5 1s are 5 7s are. So what fraction you will get it in lowest term? 1 by 7. Now come to G part, that is 18 by 30. Okay children, now in this you can do the division. If you are not knowing the table of 6, then you can do it with 2 also. See how. First I have done the division with 2. 2 9s are 18 and this 30 will be divided by 2 1s are 2 5s are 10. So what we have got, 9 by 15. Now you can see these two numbers are coming in the table of 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15. And then you will get answer or the fraction which is in lowest term is 3 by 5. So this method is also totally correct. If you want to do it with this method, that once you will divide it by smaller number and then that greater number after that given number, and then you will get the fraction which is in lowest term, then also that order is correct. Now we'll come to our H part, 6 by 33. Now 6 by 33 will do the division with 3 only. 3 1s are 3 1s are 3 2s are. So what we will get it, 2 by 11 as a fraction is in its lowest form. We have done the division. Here we have not done the division with 2 because in the table of 2 33 is not coming. So we will not do the division with 2. We will do the division with 3 only. 3 2s are and then 3 1s are 3 1s are. So we have got 2 by 11 as a fraction in its lowest term. So with this we have completed our exercise 5.3. So in exercise 5.3 we have done how to reduce a fraction in its lowest term and how to tell or how to find it out whether a given fraction is in its lowest term or not. So that is quite simple, but you have to understand it. Sometimes the fractions will not be given so easier. Sometimes the fraction will be given a little bit difficult also, and in that case you have to think that in which table or how do we do the division. So in that case you can do the division separately in the rough column, and then you can write the numerator, what numerator you are getting, and then you can divide the denominator, and then you can write it in the answer column. So this is the method only to reduce it into its lowest term. So you will complete this exercise 5.3 in your maths notebook, and this is your last video before your summer vacation. So for summer vacation you will complete your work, send it to me on my email ID which you already have. If anybody don't have my email ID, you can ask for my email ID and complete your work. For any doubt also you can make a call to me. I will be there. And enjoy your holiday, complete your work, have fun, be safe, stay at home. So that's all for today. Good day, children.